So, a few months ago, I signed up for a Skimo or ski mountaineering race. I created a grandiose training plan which included periodized training blocks, recovery weeks, lots of vertical meters, detailed training sessions, and proper tapering. Well, I can say that nothing went as planned. So, I just asked the staff, and apparently you cannot skin here. I cannot go up the hill. In fact, they told me that nowhere near in Stockholm do they allow skinning in these smaller hills. Damn. The next best thing would have been to do some cross-country skiing or Nordic skiing. Well, I tried, and it did not go well. And as I wasn't able to do much vertical training, I kinda lost motivation to train properly. I did stick to running, and I did do muscle endurance workouts once a week, but that doesn't really prepare you for an extreme Skimo race. I also had gaps in my training. See, for me, adventure always takes priority over any training plan. So when we had an opportunity to ski across Kungsleden, which is one of the most beautiful trails in the world, I just couldn't refuse. And that created almost a 2-week gap in my training. At this point, it was like 2 weeks before the Skimo race, and I still did not have the right gear for the race. But I sent an email to Dynafit, because I read that they are one of the best brands for Skimo, and fortunately they decided to help me with this race. Thank you for sponsoring this video, Dynafit. So now you could say I'm not sponsored. Or is sponsored. Anyways, they sent me a bunch of top-notch Skimo gear just before the race. I'm in heaven. As soon as I got all the gear, I packed it all up, took the night train, and arrived at the race venue 2 days before the race. So, there's that. Race day is tomorrow already. We haven't practiced at all yet, and we have a lot of stuff to do today. So we literally have 1 hour to train all the skills for tomorrow's Skimo race. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a skills loop. We're gonna go through that Skimo loop, and then we're gonna train for an hour, and then we're gonna repeat that loop and see how much faster we got. Another thing that's interesting to see is the difference between different kinds of gear. So I have like actual Skimo gear from Dynafit. All of this weighs like literally nothing. Then we have a guy, Veikko, with a split board, which weighs a lot more with all the bindings, which are massive. And then we have Samuli with the heaviest damn ski touring equipment you can have. We're not gonna reveal the brand. No. But I mean, if you just come closer, look at the difference between the bindings. Also, in ski touring, it's said that 1 kilo on your feet corresponds to 5 kilos on your back. So every extra kilo on your feet feels like you would add 5 kilos to your back. So basically, I had 20 kilos on my back, Veikko had around 40 kilos on his back, and Samuli had almost 60 kilos on his back. So no wonder they were a bit slower.
It feels like flying.
So smooth.
So we found a good training spot right over there, but we have to get over this little stream, which is looking very, very sketchy at the moment.
You want a hand?
No, I'm good. I just need to get my ski from here.
You might never have heard of Skimo, so let's go through some of the basics. First of all, clothing. In most cases, a 3-layer system is the way to go, so that's exactly what Dynafit sent me. First, there's the moisture-wicking base layer. The purpose of this layer is to transport moisture away from the skin and to help regulate the body temperature. On top of that, you have the insulation layer. This layer provides insulation, which traps the warmth your body generates. If it gets very cold, you can also throw on a down jacket, but that's usually not needed in a race. And finally, you have the protective layer, which protects you from outer elements such as wind and rain. Then you'll need all the ski gear. This includes ski boots, skis with bindings, poles, and a mountain helmet.
Hey, why are you laughing there? Hey.
That looks really funny.
What do you mean? I'm a professional ski mountaineer racer. I don't look like that? What do you mean? I've got the best stuff on me. I've got the pro gear.
Not straight at all. No, it's not.
You'll also need a backpack, and inside the backpack you need the basic avalanche equipment. The shovel, the probe, and the beacon. Well, the beacon is actually attached to your chest. It's not in the bag, but anyways. Also, you need skins. And skins are the hairy stickers that you put on your skis every time you need to climb up a hill. They're the thing that prevents you from sliding down. And that pretty much covers all the gear you need for Skimo.
So we found a good spot. There's a good hill here. We can build the Skimo loop here. So we're gonna do the loop now without any practice, just to get the base or the benchmarks. And then we're gonna do it after an hour of training and see how much we improve. Cool. Fuck.
3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, it was alright. How was that?
It was a lot tougher than I thought. Well, I mean, we weren't supposed to go all out, but then I kind of went all out. It was like a zone 4 or zone 5 workout. Oh, and he totally cheated. Like, he just grabbed his skis and ran down. We were supposed to go into like boot packing mode, like proper. But he saw the finish line, he couldn't resist, so that's it. And now we're gonna practice for an hour, just on like flat ground, different transitions and stuff, and then we're gonna do it again in an hour.
There were 4 basic skills I had to learn. First, kick turns. Kick turn is the way you turn at these turn points. You basically swoop your slope side leg 180 degrees and then repeat it for the other leg. Sounds simple, but it is very easy to get tangled up. Another part of Skimo is boot packing. It is very simple. You basically run up the hill with your boots on. But it is tough as hell. I mean, if you've ever done hill running, think about doing that with your boots on. Downhill skiing is explanatory. However, with Skimo gear, it's a totally different ball game because your skis are very narrow and light, so it makes the downhill parts pretty hectic. The difference was huge when I used my Skimo skis for the first time. It's just like, I would just, you know. Right, moving on. And the final skill is what happens in between skiing, skinning, and boot packing. The transitions.
So there's like 4 or 5 different kinds of transitions you need to be able to do. I'm just gonna show you one transition, which is from skinning to skiing. I'm gonna go through the steps and you see how complicated it is. So, boot to ski mode, flip the binding, one very fluid motion. Oh, fuck. Pack the skin, smash my heel, put these in ski mode, and then we can ski down. Woo! So you can see how transitions can take a lot of time in the race, and it's well, especially when you go to the higher elite level, you need to be very good at transitions. Yeah, the weather is turning very bad. We can literally see the rain coming down right there. Do you know where it is? Where the hell's my jacket? My jacket's gonna run away. What the hell?
This here is Sam. Sam sent me an email a few months back, offering to assist with any future project of mine. And he traveled 18 hours all the way from UK to Lofoten, just to help me film this Lofoten Skimo race. So I just want to say thank you very, very much, Sam. Much appreciated.
Oh my god! And he did all of this with a cigarette in his mouth.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright! Whoa, what was that? Something came out of my mouth. Yeah, that was that. I mean, it was pretty good. We practiced for an hour and I improved my time like 3 minutes, so very good results. And I feel like now, are we ready for the... Hey, don't throw that snowball at me! And yeah, I think we're ready for the race tomorrow, so...
Poor shot. Look, where the hell did it go?
Yeah, so, are you guys ready for the race tomorrow?
Yeah. Always ready.
Yeah.
Always ready.
Every time I ask like a comment from them, they never give anything except positive things. Like we're good. Like we're not really good. Like we're not sure how we're gonna do it because this was nothing compared to tomorrow's weather. Tomorrow it's gonna rain, heavy winds, and it's gonna be extremely hard to compete in that weather. And everything's gonna be frozen. And yeah, so wish me luck. Us luck.